Salutations, spooks, spirits, and specters, and welcome to Shivers, a game from the mid-90s. It's a point-and-click, puzzle-solving adventure game by Sierra. And the first time I played it was like I was a teenager. But I used to watch my dad play this game along with other 90s games for the PC back in the day. I would just watch over his shoulder. And this is actually one of the horror games that I only watched for maybe 2 minutes and then I would leave, because when you're a kid and you play a game like this, well, not even play, just watch somebody else play it, it can be terrifying because the music is so good, the ambience is so amazing, just so much scariness can be wound up in a game like this. Back in the days when, you had to be more focused on the audio level and the ambience, the atmosphere, since you couldn't always do it visually. So let's get started on this wonderful little adventure.
Type in your name.
B-O-R-I-S space S-A. Oh, sorry. S-A-U-R-U-S. Oh, no? Okay, fine. We won't go with Boris. I guess we can just go with straight Boris. Normally I put blueberry pie or blue, but I guess for this time I will be known as Boris for Borosaurus. Let's go!
This dare was kind of your idea, But I'm glad I'm me out here and not you in there.
I think I've heard those same loving words before. Like the time you guys dared me to spend the night at that cemetery. If you die in the museum tonight, I'll make sure she gives a eulogy at your funeral. We never would have made you spend the night here if you hadn't have talked about this place so much.
Yeah, we thought you'd been kind of, obsessed, thinking you hearing voices and stuff coming from the museum and all. Too weird for me.
Hey, maybe they're the voices of those kids who disappeared 15 years ago.
Right, the police never found the bodies. Or the killer.
Yeah, and my sister, Julie, the one in college, says Professor Windlenut went insane. He viciously murdered them and then buried their bodies in the basement of the museum.
Uh-huh.
Well, what if he's hiding in that creepy museum right now, just waiting for another victim?
Yeah, and the ghost of his victims are calling out, warning you.
Ring, ring. Hello? I think it's for you.
That was just a dog howling.
There was something more than that.
Well, I didn't hear anything. I think this place is just getting us all spooked.
Are you sure you want to go through with this? You could back out at any time.
But of course, if you did, you'd probably never live down the chicken jokes.
That's true.
You'll be all right. Come on, I don't want to be late for the movie. We'll be back at dawn to let you out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Peace.
Ah, yes, the glorious days of FMV. So, we're here at the wonderful museum. It's the museum! There is a point system to this game. I'm not actually going to be going too keen onto the points. I'm just playing the game. So, here we have Windlenut's mailbox. Just do this little chain and here's a letter that's been sitting here for forever. London, September 1964, Sir Hubert Windlenut. Museum of Strange and Unusual. Mount Pleasant. I can't make that out, but 35393, okay. Dear Hubert, the firm of Whitney & Son Ltd. has handled the legal and financial affairs of Windlenuts for 256 years, always in discreet and trustworthy manner. In a tradition of Whitney & Son, James, my eldest, will continue serving you while I retire from the firm in a fortnight. He and Joffrey often play together as children, so I'm sure you remember him. James and I were pleased to attend Joffrey's wedding in London last April, and we were surprised not to see you there. The Countess responded quite bitterly when asked about you. I tried to smooth things over by making a sizable financial endowment to the happy couple on your behalf. It puzzles your family and old friends as to why we have not heard from you for over 4 years, but we assume the museum keeps you busy. I will not bother you further. However, in my absence, if the firm fails to live up to your expectations, let me know personally. Your servant and friend, Joffrey P. Whitney. And this falls out, and here is our first clue. 29. I don't know if that changes, but I'm pretty sure, I don't think it does. We can look down here if we feel like reading the letter again. But alas, that is all that is here. So, Professor Wendell Nutt's Museum of the Strange and Unusual. This way. Well, if we're going to be spending the night here, we might as well investigate. We've got some nice, wonderful graffiti. Heading up the wonderful stairs. A nice little paint. And here's another clue here. Orange thing of that. More graffiti because, you know, kids and their graffiti. Oh look, more graffiti. I can't read graffiti. I don't understand your graffiti. Uh-oh, the door is locked. What's this? We have ourselves yet another clue. We need I guess a steel rainbow, but...
Welcome to Professor Windlenutt's Museum of the Strange and Unusual. Unfortunately, the museum is still preparing exhibits and hopes you will visit when we open sometime in the near future.
Okay. Ah, I can turn the text on. Okay. Yeah, there's a score system. 3,000, okay. And I can adjust the volume here. I didn't know that. Go ahead and do a quick save. Boris! Save and play. Alright, so we can't do anything here. We can't enter the museum this way. It is locked beyond our redemption. So, we have a yellow, oranges, Y, and we have a steel rainbow. So, let us explore this beaten off path here. Come back here, and we have ourselves another clue. A nice green shellfish, I suppose, would be the... What is that? Is that just a graphical thing? I think that's just a graphical thing with the rock. Nice donut here. Little bench. We have ourselves a brown little circle. If we turn to our left... Ah, what's this? Oh, a white S. Wonderful clues. Nothing over here. And alas, we see we have a path here with these stones, but they're under the water. So we'll head over to this little gazebo here. Here's the clue for what awaits us inside. We need 3 whites and 3 blacks. And if I remember correctly, I believe the number on there was 29. 29 on the mailbox. Yep, it was 29. Alright, we have 7 chances to swap this stuff around. Oh, I can't do that. You just have to touch or something? I don't remember. Here, and here. What do you mean I can't do that there? Alright, let's try it again. What do you mean you're not going to let me do that? It's being persnickety. You're being persnickety. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, how about you? Okay, you won't go there. You won't go there. You'll only go here. You'll go. You'll go there. Excuse me. Why won't you work? It's supposed to fit. I know what I'm supposed to do. Why aren't you working? I don't believe this. I don't believe this. No? You'll go there. Oh, now you work. Now you work for me. Okay, thank you, puzzle, for finally working on me. And that is not the sound of my alarm going off. It is the sound of these ever wonderful... Yay! Our path is open. And now we're at the hedge maze here. What do we have here? Another clue for the puzzle that awaits us. But I will continue. I will solve this puzzle next time. So until then, thank you all very much for watching. And I hope you all join me as we enter the Museum of the Strange and Unusual as created by Professor Windlenot. So ciao for now, and ciao for now.